The notification flashed across Dr. Elena Vasquez's neural interface as she finished her morning protein synthesis routine. Another rejection from the Galactic Adoption Registry. The 7th this month. Unsuitable dietary requirements, she muttered, reading the standard form letter. Potential biological incompatibility with herbivorous species. Elena had been trying to adopt for 3 years now, ever since the Kepler colony had opened its doors to interspecies families. As Earth's leading xenobiologist, she understood alien physiology better than most humans. But apparently, her carnivorous nature made her an automatic reject in the eyes of the predominantly plant-based galactic community. The comm system chimed urgently. Dr. Vasquez, emergency at the refugee center. We need you immediately. 20 minutes later, Elena stood in the sterile corridors of the Kepler emergency shelter, looking down at 2 small, trembling figures. The Zephyrian children, Kix and Nala, were no bigger than human toddlers, their translucent blue skin flickering with bioluminescent patterns that indicated severe distress. Their parents died in the transport accident, explained Administrator Vex, her 4 arms gesturing helplessly. No family will take them. They're different. Elena knelt beside the children, her trained eye immediately noting their unusual physiology. Unlike typical Zephyrians, these 2 had sharp, pointed teeth and enlarged jaw muscles. Their digestive systems, she realized with growing excitement, were designed for protein consumption. They're carnivores, she breathed, evolutionary throwbacks to their species' pre-civilization state. Exactly, Vex confirmed. Every Zephyrian family has rejected them. They're terrified of their own children's dietary needs. We're running out of options. Elena felt something shift in her chest as young Kix looked up at her with large, fearful eyes. His bioluminescent patches pulsed in a pattern she recognized as hungry from her xenobiology textbooks. I'll take them, she said without hesitation. The paperwork was rushed through within hours. Suddenly, Elena's carnivorous nature wasn't a liability but an asset. She brought the children home to her hab unit, their small forms huddled together on her couch. Are you going to hurt us? Nala whispered in broken standard, her voice like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. Never, Elena replied, settling into a chair across from them. I'm going to take care of you. Over the following weeks, Elena learned to navigate the complex nutritional needs of her new children. She synthesized proteins that matched their biological requirements, carefully balancing amino acids that their systems could process. More importantly, she helped them understand that their nature wasn't something to be ashamed of. On Earth, she told them one evening as they shared a meal of lab-grown meat substitutes, humans have always been omnivores. We eat plants and animals. It's natural. Kix's bioluminescent patterns shifted to what Elena had learned indicated curiosity. But the other Zephyrians say we're monsters. You're not monsters, Elena said firmly. You're just different. Evolution made you this way for a reason. Your ancestors were the protectors of their communities, the ones who could survive when plant life was scarce. As months passed, the children began to thrive. Their bioluminescent patterns grew brighter, more complex. They learned to take pride in their unique heritage, understanding that their dietary needs didn't make them less Zephyrian, just a different kind of Zephyrian. The real test came when other Zephyrian families visited the colony. Instead of hiding, Kix and Nala stood proudly beside their adoptive mother, their patterns glowing with confidence. You have beautiful children, one visiting Zephyrian elder said to Elena, her tone respectful rather than fearful. They're perfect exactly as they are, Elena replied, placing protective hands on their shoulders. That night, as she tucked them into their beds, Nala looked up at her with trust shining in her large eyes. Mama Elena, she said, thank you for not being afraid of us. Elena smiled, her heart full. Thank you for not being afraid of me either. In the darkness of their room, 2 small forms glowed softly with contentment. Finally home with someone who understood that being different wasn't something to fear. It was something to celebrate.